And welcome to episode 2 of season 2. I am, giving you 2 episodes from the get-go because I was all sad in the other one. And I didn't want to just leave you a whole week with a 30-minute episode of just me being sad. That's not what we're about around here. So I needed to give you 2 episodes. This is definitely going to be a fun one. This one, we are going to cover my bachelorette party. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're watching, I will say right now though, if you're watching, that's probably your better bet for this second episode. It's not typically like this because I know it's a podcast and it's supposed to be audio friendly, but this episode is gonna be less audio friendly only because I made a little something for us to watch together. And I'm gonna get into that in just a second. But yeah, the bachelorette party, it was super duper fun. It was a weekend long thing. And it was a long weekend. Thursday, everyone gets there and then everyone leaves on Monday. So a very long weekend in San Diego. And so the theme of my bachelorette party was Dazed and Engaged in San Diego. And I tried to go all out because I was planning ahead and what are we gonna do? And TikTok was all about the bachelorette parties this past summer. So many videos of people doing so many different theme parties and just decorating and just whatever they did. So definitely stole a couple of those ideas from TikTok and did it up. We had some theme nights because it was Dazed and Engaged. I wanted it to be kind of 70s hippie on the beach, but then also 70s disco whenever we're going out. And I made a whole itinerary. Check this out. Yeah, look at that itinerary. First thing you might notice is the little weed man on the itinerary. Yeah, that was happening. I mean, because why not? Plus, my theme was Dazed and Engaged. What did you think was going to happen? So, got some cocktails on there, got a little jar of weed, and then had this brief itinerary of hey, this is what I'm thinking we can do each day. Didn't get to all of it, although we got to most of it. I think the only thing that we didn't do was do a fire on the beach. But we didn't have time for that. We were doing so many other things. So I think that was the only thing that we did not do. But coming up to the bachelorette party, what I wanted to do, because again, TikTok was all about it. I feel like TikTok, they just figured out what the Jersey Shore was. So I wanted to do a Jersey Shore type of episode, and I did. I set up a confessional. I tried to take B-roll while we were out and about and just at dinner or at bars and stuff like that. And so it was really fun. And then I put it all together, and coincidentally on the plane on my way over to San Diego, again, all sad, how do I get out of this? Luckily, on the plane, there was a whole Jersey Shore channel. And it was just playing Jersey Shore on this plane all day. And so I was cool. And I already knew I wanted to do this Jersey Shore type of thing. So I was well, I have 5 hours of flights today. Let me just watch Jersey Shore all day. And that's what I did. And coincidentally, again, when I turned it on, the very first episode that I watched was Angelina's bachelorette party when they all went. I think it was in Miami. I think they were in Miami or Florida or somewhere in Florida. And it was Angelina's bachelorette. And there was a couple episodes of her bachelorette weekend. And so I was fun. And I just watched that for 5 hours before I got to San Diego. And I was ready for it. So that's kind of what helped get me into the mode. So thanks, Jersey Shore. Again, this is not quite as audio friendly as all of my podcasts are, because I put together this whole video and we're going to watch it together. So without further ado, here is my bachelorette weekend, Jersey Shore style, all wrapped up in a 20-minute episode. 20 minutes, so let's go. I made a whole intro.
I wanna die. Party's here! I see them. There they are.
Hey, bitch.
Where is Lacey? Go, go, go.
I was down.
She's like,
Get it.
Party's here! I watched like 5 hours of Jersey Shore today.
Damn.
So I wasn't lying.
I literally had nothing to watch on the plane.
Oh, you're saying Spirit doesn't give you options to watch things?
No. We didn't even have a screen in front of us.
Are you kidding me?
They say free
I
Wi-Fi didn't work.
Made it here, ran into the maintenance man because they wouldn't let us do an early check-in. We were just gonna like literally drop off some of our bags on the side of the house. Hide it. We're gonna hide it with garbage cans. But the maintenance man was here and he's like, I'll let you in. So we're like, great. We're really close to Ocean Beach and Dog Beach in San Diego. And Raina collected seashells. We're collecting more seashells. I will. And Lacey was just getting all up in the
Oh my gosh,
water.
it's like
We were
skip
wearing
egg.
leggings.
It's so
And we
annoying.
got back to the house and we were sitting outside of the house and she like opened up her legging, the
I
sleeve
like
of
went
it.
like this.
And I opened it and
All the sand
a
fell out.
clump of sand fell out of her pants. So, you know, we're adjusting. We're adjusting to California and the ocean. So the only pair of sandals that I brought turned my feet orange. Free foot fix. Look, I have orange on my fucking feet. Snooky? Exactly. Lacey, I'm sorry to make you go upstairs again. Will you get some more tattoos?
Stop skipping!
And some water and
Oh my god.
do we put them on?
So Raina and Mercedes and Lacey and everyone, they got me these tattoos. Focus. It says he's one of a kind. It's the boy's face. He has a unicorn thing on his head. And it says hashtag the fiance. There we go. Hashtag the fiance. It's backwards because it's a tattoo and then you put it on and then it's not. But yeah, so we
These
have
two,
like
by the way, are my nieces.
20 of these.
They're gonna put them everywhere.
They're so cute. And it's cute that you guys had like little secret conversations without me. Because I wasn't sure, because I'm like, that's the point. I know, but like, at the same time, I was like, well, is anyone gonna bring stuff? And I talked to Mercedes a little bit, and I was like, okay, this is what I was thinking of for decorations. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll go shopping. So I was like, did she think about this stuff already, or did she not think about this?
Those decorations, by the way, lasted like half a day. They all fell down.
Will she get mad? So I was like, I don't know if they make paper ones.
Paper wiener straws? I don't know. Raina spent $25 on a 12-pack of Shroomies.
Help.
But
Well, you should have gotten like a bottle of
Well, I did
vodka
the
at
math,
that
and
point.
if you do 5 times 12, it's a deal. Because we really went to that
She works
bar.
for Wintrust if you want.
Chris, she's an accountant. It's fine.
I'm an underwriter, real estate.
You guys tried to gamble because their layover was in Vegas, and you guys tried. Well, how much money did you spend? You put it in the slots?
I put a 20 in.
A 20?
And
And
then-
you left with 50 cents?
Yeah.
Oh.
The most she made was 22, like 96.
Yeah, at one point I made $22 and I was like, I should have cashed out that.
And I was just sitting like,
They read us like, why don't you do the high bet once? And I'm like,
I don't understand slots. I don't know how they work.
$0.
Okay, don't do the high bet one now.
And I was like, right, back to the 2 cents. Yeah, it was bad. I won 50
gosh.
cents.
No.
damn, this year.
You are. Pretty tan.
Rita, you're a ghost over there.
Yeah, you're pretty. You're pretty.
You're gonna put an effect on
That's
this boy.
Sorry, you pulled your hair, Raina. Oh, Lord. We went kayaking at La Jolla. La Jolla? La Jolla? I kept calling it La Jolla. It was fun. Highly recommend. It was on the ocean. Those caves back there, we were supposed to go in the caves, but it was too windy for us to go, so we weren't able to go, and that sucked. Photo shoot. Do you like our little disco ball in the corner?
My cousin. She's in the Navy. And I totally messed up and like forgot she lived there. And I was like, oh my God, come over.
I'm vibing.
Giving disco.
It is giving disco.
We waited 2 hours to get to this freaking restaurant.
Check it out.
I like that shirt.
See, it's a good shirt. We're
You
big.
can sit on the end. I just want to go in the...
I want to sit on the end. It's my bachelorette. Oh, what? Do it.
This way. The podcast. Sideways. It has to be more sideways.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It was really good food though. It was good food, family style, and it was cheap. But it took 2 hours for us to get in. And we literally went to a different restaurant beforehand because we were like starving.
Right not. No, you can, you can have the confessional. What was that you said?
When I'm ready, I have things to say.
She has things to say. And it's confessional still.
So, Miss Podcaster, you might want to set it up.
You got it.
Maybe not tonight since we'll be back at 3 a.m.
Maybe we should tonight before we go to bed.
I don't know, we're all just gonna...
We went out clubbing to the gay bars. This guy, oh my gosh, dude was wasted and then some. And I was all dressed up with the veil and everything, and he was about it. He was like bending me over, dancing and stuff. And I was going with it. What am I gonna do? Not go with it? I'm gonna go with it. Takes his shirt off. I don't know what that move is. I've never seen that before. Oh my goodness. It was all love though. Ooh, and then this guy. He had like a leather jacket and they didn't get it on camera, but he started like whipping it on the floor like, I don't know, Toro a bowl or something. And I was like, it was fun. Look at this dude. Couldn't stand. Had to go out afterwards. Midnight walk on the beach. More like 4 a.m. walk on the beach. But you know. Dazed and engaged, okay? What do you want from me?
So it's day 3. I want to die. I'm just kidding.
She's not kidding.
I'm kidding.
How was the tide pools? Did you love it? Was that your first time seeing tide pools?
Yeah.
Was that your first time seeing crabs?
First time being in Cali in general.
Yeah. What about the ocean? Oh no, you've done Florida. You've seen tide pools and stuff?
No.
Well, what the fuck? That's not an ocean experience without tide pools.
Yeah, that was cool. That's cute. I usually just go to the beach, so that was cool.
Yeah. It's different, right?
Rain up.
Yeah. How'd you like the tide pools?
They're okay.
They're okay.
I've seen better.
What was that? In Hawaii?
Of course, yeah.
She compares everything to Hawaii. Like,
I know.
no fucking
That's why
shit
I'm
in Hawaii.
How about chow?
I'm only here for the food.
The tide pools were beautiful. The ocean's amazing.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
Just don't fall in. Oh yeah. Because that happened.
She whole ass fell
I think
in.
we got our picture taken by a dirty hippie today. He was in love with you. Was he?
I don't think the hippie was in love with me, but he was a dirty hippie and I loved it.
fun. The tide pool was awesome. My favorite part about the tide pool was spending like 40 minutes taking pictures of Nina. Yeah. It was a really good time.
Full blown photo shoot at the tide pools.
Hold still.
Don't move. Yeah, it was
I've been really bad at keeping up with confessional and shit
Dude, it was hard.
because we've been busy. Been out having fun.
doing it up.
Doing it up.
It's hard when you're trying to live your
We're
life
supposed
and
to
have to
leave
record it.
place It is currently 8:18 and we haven't left the house yet.
Standard.
What restaurant
For
closes
real.
at 8 on a
Mercedes
Saturday?
got me This veil and this tiara and this bride-to-be sash. I was a hit at the gay bars last night.
A smash.
And yeah, we'll see what shenanigans we get into tonight. Alicia's been wanting to do this fucking confessional. Where is she?
She got something to say.
She just wants to complain about Raina.
Look who's here, my roommate. She's a great roommate. Except she wakes up really early.
That sounds like a
And she
terrible
snores.
No, I don't. Bitch, you like this. I'm just like,
I'm just
kidding.
We spend 2-3 hours walking around Ruben's ass, Willy Wonka. Walking around with these shit. He had the golden tickets.
Oh gosh, these are the worst sunglasses. Why do I have these?
Does this look okay with my outfit? I was like,
Something.
I was like, the white is great, but it's a little
Perfect.
close. I was like, it's
The
a little
tan.
close. It's a little close. And he was like, ooh. And he's like, let me get a second opinion. So he asked Raina and Lisi, and Raina's like, it looks great.
After 3 hours of
They look
talking
so
about
bad on
these
him.
guys,
Listen, he got a big head, and these are small
Wonka.
glasses.
Oh my god.
She did it on purpose.
What a bitch.
She did it.
We told
He's
him
like
a
stuffy
we
and
told him a
tan.
Willy Wonka story where it's like, I was like, they look a little close. I don't know. It looks small for your face. And he asked Raina, and Raina's like, oh my god, they look so good on you.
well, I felt
They were
bad.
not.
He asked me, and I was like, yeah, I thought that's what he wanted.
No. He's asking your opinion.
Don't lie to your
I
friends.
wanted them to look good. So I was like, do it. You can do whatever you
So you
want.
just allowed him to look like shit
He
outside in
continued
public?
wearing them.
He was proud of them.
Yeah.
Don't lie to your friends.
Downer.
Yeah,
She
I
was
didn't
like,
want to change
pop
his
up.
outlook on life.
She was like, do it, rock it.
Sometimes
Willy?
you need to change their outlook in life.
No.
Sometimes you should.
As a friend.
She was like, Willy, walk it.
As a good
Willy,
person,
rock.
you should tell
If
it
you
like it
wouldn't
is.
wear it,
If
Usually
it,
do,
as a
but at that
friend,
time,
you
we were
need to
in a
tell your
rush,
friend,
he
don't
wanted
wear
to
it.
wear him. He had him on his head. He matched his shirt.
He was wearing all.
He was. I'm like, yeah, good coordination. I was like this, good coordination. I get yelled at when I'm too mean and when I'm too nice.
Now you're a bully.
Raina, you're a lot.
You did it on purpose.
I haven't been doing anything.
I love you, but like, bitch.
What?
I love you.
Alright.
Do you feel good about yourself? Oh my god, I'm just kidding.
being so mean.
And the guy at the fucking restaurant spilled water on me. It was a woman.
Should I tell her? Like, that was definitely not a guy.
It was a
female.
woman. See? She fucking heard us talking about her. Mercedes. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, you're talking shit? You dumb bitch.
I'm like this.
Say it to my face.
I'm like this.
God. We're getting kicked out of the Airbnb.
We decorated a lot and it's all fallen down. It looks so bad.
Look at my sweater.
Yeah.
Please.
She's like, go.
But those things to tie it at the top that I'm not gonna tie. It's weird.
Then the strings are going to be bothersome, so get rid of the other one. 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 The other one.
Then we went out to dinner. Like how lit I looked previously during all of that We hadn't even gone to dinner yet. And they made me a penis cannoli at this Italian restaurant. This place was cool. It was called Carousel. They had a carousel in the bar and then a revolving bar around that carousel, which was cool. I see you getting creative, California.
Can I add more?
Woo! We did fruity brunch. We called it fruity brunch because we were going to a drag brunch, and then we all wore like fruit. Like I wore lemons, and someone else wore strawberries, someone else wore cherries. It was cute. Fruity brunch. Had to blur the baby.
Only 3 p.m. 3 p.m.
She needed a nap, so we went to the beach and had a nap on the beach.
Old 70 Heavenly and Wild and party. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be grannies, just like fucking going wild, going fucking ham. It's gonna be great.
We dressed as grannies. How do I put this on?
Thank you for being a friend.
Trademark, copyright. I couldn't use the whole song. It was fun though. This is something we saw on TikTok and we decided to be grannies going out. Fucking Raina.
I didn't get it. I said get it.
Get shot.
We got a lot of looks.
I can't get up. Life alert, help!
And we had even more people like, hey grannies, what's up?
Oh yeah, Gwen. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Getting lost on the way home. We're like, where do we go? It was fun. It was fun.
Peace and love, baby. I also have to say, I love you, bitch. I ain't never gonna stop loving you, bitch.
It's our thing.
This way?
Puppies, go away.
The bride is such a bitch.
Literally. I guess I can take this off now. And that's it. That's my little video, Dazed and Engaged. I try to do a little recap video and make it fun. And the music all sucked. I know, I'm aware of that because, you know, trademark and blah, blah, blah. And I can only use what I can use. You know what I'm saying? But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, so it briefly showed, and I didn't take any video, but I got a couple pictures with my cousin. At one point, there was like another girl there, and that was my other cousin, and she actually lived in San Diego at the time. She's in the Navy, so she was like based there. But I totally forgot that she was there. And then, you know, going through everything that I went through right beforehand, it just fully slipped my mind to be like, hey, Alex, come hang out with us. And then she saw on Snapchat that we were out there, and she like messaged my niece, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like such an asshole. I'm like, invite her, see if she can come out today. And she was luckily able to come out for one night, and she hung out with us while we were waiting to get into that like 2-hour wait of a restaurant. And she came out and she like drove us out and just hung for a little bit, and then went on her merry way because she had to like work early the next day. I felt so freaking bad that I didn't reach out to her, but it was just a lot was going on at the time, and it slipped my mind that she even lived there anymore, because I forgot she was in the Navy though. So thank you, girl, for your service, and thank you for being awesome, because I love you, bitch. Yeah, it was a good time. Dancing on the dance floor at that gay bar. I mean, about that. That dude. Well, when we walked in, we went to this bar. I forget which bar it was, but I think it was Highland or something like that in that area. Hillcrest. It was Hillcrest, that neighborhood. And there's a couple of different gay bars in there. We ended up eating at a restaurant there, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But we went to this gay bar and went to the back where there was this DJ, and there wasn't like a lot of people there. And I was like, okay, whatever. But we just had some fun, and we were just chilling. And like, I wasn't trying to be obnoxious. I really was not trying to be obnoxious when we first got there. But then, I mean, I can't help it that I'm beautiful. But a guy, he just started like dancing up on me, and I was like, okay. And then he got me out of my shell a little bit more, and I was like, okay. So then we ended up dancing, and yeah, he just kept like bending me over and stuff, and I was like, dude, I get it. But he was like, I think anyway, like super gay, and so I was like, I mean, like, it's fine, it's my bachelorette, this is what you're supposed to do, right? So I mean, that's why you wear the veil in all white and wear the sash, and you need attention, you want the attention all night long. And so I got that attention definitely from that dude. What's funny is we didn't get any video of this girl. I think there was a little bit of video of her at one point, kind of in the background, but this girl was obsessed with me, and she would not leave me alone. Like, that dude and I, like, we were dancing, and like I was dancing with him, and it was fine, but she literally kept interrupting us and squeezing between us. But it wasn't like in a fun way, like, let me dance with you now. It was, stop, you're making her uncomfortable. And I was like, no, he's not. I'm like, it's fine. I'm dancing with him. And she kept doing it. And then she went up to my crew of people. She's like, is she okay? Is he making her uncomfortable? Which, like, I appreciate her concern, you know, a female looking out for another female. It's late at the bar. There's alcohol consumption. I appreciate that. I really do. But all of like my cousins and everyone, they were like, she's fine. I promise. They're like, I promise if she feels uncomfortable, she will let him know and she'll be able to handle herself. Plus, we're all there. Again, there wasn't a lot of people, so like everyone was watching us, and we were like putting on a show for everyone. We were dancing and having a lot of fun with it. But this girl, she just like kept trying to stop us from dancing, and I'm like, bitch, you're like ruining the flow here, like leave me alone. And then afterwards she got all obsessive. She kept like feeling me up and stuff, and then she was making me uncomfortable, and it was like, what are you doing? But eventually she backed off, but she was like all concerned because like that dude, clearly he had some alcohol consumption and then some. Dude was wasted out of his mind. He was out. So, but it was a lot of fun. It was super duper fun. And so the second half of that video, you may have noticed, I had a bridesman. So I had a guy with us. His name is Ruben. He's my cousin, and a bridesman there with us. And he ended up not really being in the second half of the video because motherfucker, we didn't know at the time, but he came down with COVID, and he started to feel sick, and he started to feel symptoms and stuff. And we're like, oh my gosh, like, what do we do? We've got 2 more days here, and you're feeling symptoms, like he's feeling sick and stuff. So we just like quarantined him, and we bought hella Lysol and just like sprayed the whole area, and he just like stayed away, and then he had to like, you know, stay in and not hang out with us and stuff. And that sucked, but luckily no one else got sick. He was able to like, you know, figure it out soon enough, fast enough before anyone else got sick. So no one else got COVID, luckily. But sucks for him that he had to like miss out on the last 2 days or whatever. He missed out on doing the granny thing and a couple other things because he was laying on the couch sick with COVID. And that sucked. But it was a lot of fun. I know it wasn't like totally Jersey Shore style. Like, I get that. I'm aware of that. I'm not an MTV producer. But did my best and just wanted to like capture it, you know? And so it's just a cute little fun recap video. And I highly recommend, if you have the ability or the skills or whatever, you know how to do it, video editing or whatnot, do that, you know, capture it, do it more than just like your Snapchat stories. And then, I don't know, it was just fun to be able to put it together and look back on it. And I don't know, it was a good time. It was a good time. So we had a lot of fun in San Diego. And then afterwards, we all just went our separate ways and we went back home. And that was one to remember. Yeah, I was like hardcore masking it and holding back like sadness at times. I only cried 2 times during the Bachelorette, I think. But yeah, so it was still a good time. I'm still glad that I definitely went despite, you know, everything else that was kind of going on. And then once I had to go back home, it was like, well, back to reality. Cool. But don't regret it for anything because it was just a good time. And everyone deserves to have that, right? Your bachelor party, your bachelorette party. And so I was glad that I still went on it and I still had a lot of support and I had my friends with me and it was a good freaking time. So that about does it for episode 2 of the Nina Blanco podcast. Thank you so much for hanging. Thanks so much for watching this with me. And watch out for another episode that's going to be coming at you very soon. Love you. Bye.